Hey everybody out there, this is Logan with Men in Transition. I know that a lot of our videos this week, a lot of my good friends on the channel are going to be talking about Christmas, which is a very festive, very wonderful time of year. If you're a holiday guy, which I'm not, so I'm going to be doing something a little different. Um, to lead in today, I want to tell you guys one of my favorite coming out stories because, I don't know, sometimes we don't give people enough credit. I started my coming out process by contacting my really close friends via Facebook, because that's how I did all of my coming out stuff, and just telling them where I was in my life, what I'd been dealing with for years, and why I'd finally made the decision to be the person I was supposed to be instead of the person I was expected to be. I was under no illusions. I knew I might lose some friends on this, and I also knew that if I didn't tell them up front, then our friendship wasn't what I thought it was. So I made my rounds, I talked to some friends, and guy I've known since I started junior high. He's one of my best friends. I've known him for 10 years. I was worried I was going to lose him from my life, and when I came out to him as a trans person, when I told him what it was I'd been going through the past few years and the decisions I'd made, and anyway, when I told him, there were a few hours where I got no response, and I was so worried. And then he sends me a message that says, "Yeah, I kind of figured. I just thought I'd let you get there on your own." And that was the most beautiful thing. He had figured it out before I had, and he had let me go my way. He had let me get to a place where I could be myself and be comfortable with it. Not only did I not lose him from my life, I feel like we're closer now than we have been in a few years, unfortunately, because things happen after you graduate, but just that he knew me as well as he did, it really meant a lot to me. Today I want to talk to you about something a little less bright and cheery than Christmas. I want to talk to you about the fear that lets us make ourselves miserable. I know it can be hard. I know it can be hard to be in a position to tell someone, "I'm not the person you think I am. You've known me for 10 years and things are about to change." Yes, you're the same person you've always been, and I really hope that they get that, but when you decide to stop being the person that you're expected to be, it can be scary. For me, my biggest fear was my family. When I was growing up, I tried so hard not to be different. Every piece of me wanted to be the daughter that they wanted me to be, and when I realized I couldn't do that anymore, I knew it was going to be tough. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's easy to lose people. I'm not going to tell you that the people who leave are people who didn't deserve you in the first place. I am going to tell you that once you lose that person from your life, anybody who's willing to walk out of your life because you're being who you want to be, you feel free. Or at least I did. My father and I don't talk anymore. But I don't have to worry about what he's going to say to me anymore. I don't have to worry what he thinks about me because I don't care. I was so scared of him for such a long time that making this big decision was so much easier once he was gone. It's just, I can live my life now. I can be the person that I want to be without worrying what other people are going to think. And that is the most freeing, most beautiful feeling. And I think everybody deserves to feel it. If you are someone who hasn't come out, or who's worried, or who hasn't told the certain people, because trust me, I know about that too. It's a burden. that you carry in your heart that you don't need. No one needs that. Let it go, and I promise you, you'll be so much happier. Um, my mom, she's dealing. She's struggling, but she is kicking. She is trying so hard. The first actual live conversation we had after I came out to her, she cried. She told me she didn't want to lose her oldest daughter, and I understand that. She hasn't lost me. I'm right here. I always will be, but now she has a son, and to me that's something that's beautiful. To her, it's something that needs some adjusting, and that's all you can really ask from people, that they roll with it. God knows they'll surprise you every single time. At the end of the day, you're gonna realize that there were things you didn't have to be afraid of, and there were things that you should have been afraid of that you didn't think of. However you've played it out in your head, because I know that some of you have come out a million times in your head before actually talking to someone. However it is that you play it out, they're gonna surprise you. You haven't covered every angle of it. There's something that they're gonna say that you didn't expect. Trust me, because I'm the same kind of person. I went through it a million times. And people surprise you. They always will. I've been Logan with Men in Transition, and I think everybody deserves to be the person that they feel they're supposed to be. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Friday.